Welcome, Electric-Chic Divas. We're so glad to have you back with us. We're trying something new here because we are in favor of all complexions and diversity. And because I have friends that are wonderful from all different parts of the country and the world, we're going to have different guests coming, visiting us, telling us about their skincare routines, different makeup tricks, what works for them, and just chatting about different clothes decisions that they've made or things in life just because we can. So talk show style ish. We're going to keep it clean as we always do and positive because that's the most important thing. So today I have my lovely friend Spring, who's obviously a very different complexion from my own, but gorgeous and not looking her age at all. She shocked me to death when she told me her age. Spring, tell us more about yourself. Tell us what makes you, in my opinion, an even more important voice in this kind of community because of your background, experience, work-wise, etc. Take it from there.
Absolutely. So, the first thing is the age. I am 40. I'm very proud of that. I do feel like I hold my own with girls younger, and so that's good. But the biggest thing is as ladies, we've got to feel confident, and we've got to feel strong, and we've got to feel empowered. So, my secular background is I'm a rep for a janitorial company. So when I go into a building, depending on the type of building, a construction trailer or a law firm or doctor's office, I have to deal with men primarily. And so I have learned that it is important to present yourself in a way that's dignified and respectful and powerful and kind without giving them the wrong impression. And that is a very, very hard
It's
line to
walking a plank.
walk.
Yeah, I totally
Yeah.
agree. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and because, but we also have to, present ourselves in a way that's very professional. And unfortunately, we live in a world where we are judged based on how we look.
Yes.
So if we're looking shady or we're looking unkept, especially in a
Right.
janitorial, people think you're unclean, you're not going to handle things, you're not going to take care of my account the way it should be taken care of. And, in other areas of my life, I do a lot of ministry and things like that. So I have to present myself as a good Christian woman because people could look down on me if my appearance is off, it's inappropriate or
Very
immoral.
good. I'm admitting another friend. Sorry, go ahead.
Lovely,
Continue.
love.
Yes. Let's see. I did admit her. We'll see how this works. I'm still learning how to use the Zoom. There she goes. Hello, Sylvia. Welcome.
Hello. Hi,
Glad you could
Spring.
join us.
Nice to meet you.
I remember you from the trivia.
Yes.
We have
It was
background.
fun.
Sylvia's a very, very good friend of mine for many, many years. Originally from South Carolina, but now currently living in Paraguay. So we started just talking about different things that make us want to look our best and kind of not look our age, defying our age, and just branching from there, talking about like clothing. I'm recording this, but like not all of it's going to be used. Of course, I'll edit it as needed once I figure out how to do that.
Okay.
So just so you know, you're jumping in. You guys,
Okay.
the three of you, I love this trifecta of beauty because there's so many stigmas of what is beautiful and what isn't beautiful, and really we all know that beautiful could be any shade, shape, size, whatever. And I'm fortunate to have friends that are so diverse in my life that I can see those different beauties and see what makes them glow. And the three of us are in that 40 plus category, 40ish category, and not looking at all. And I mean, just like get carded all the time. The eye doctor today was just like, did you write this right? Did you write that right? Is that your? It's great. It's wonderful, but it's not just genetics. It is partially genetics, but there's more to it. And I think you guys definitely embody that confidence, that joy, and that in itself, like you were mentioning earlier, Spring, speaks volumes. It gets you indoors. all sorts of doors on so many different levels, and it'll keep you there, because once you exude that confidence, which comes from just feeling that you are beautiful, right? And then other people are attracted to it, and you're going to get the respect more often and listening ear that you want, whether it's ministry related or just at work. In general, our appearance does speak volumes, and it affects people all over the world as far as how much they're going to listen to you and how much weight they may put into what you have to say. Would you agree, Sylvia? Go ahead. Tell us more about
Yes.
yourself and your background.
Okay, well, I think a key thing is sunscreen. I'm just going to say that's the foundation of everything. I started being religious with sunscreen when I was about 24, 25, and I do it every day. I don't leave that. Well, now that we're on quarantine, I'm a little lax because I don't go out at all. It's like, so I think I do need some vitamin D. But in my pre-quarantine life, every day, doesn't matter if you think you're just running out or you're going to stay out all day, always with my sunscreen, sun protection. I think that's really, really key as a foundation to everything. Then my other tips are just, it's really low key and simple. I love coconut oil because it's
That's
antibacterial.
exactly what I have over here. You can see mine is almost gone.
Yep.
Yes. So organic
That
coconut oil.
Definitely.
And I found that you can mix it with baking soda and it makes a great exfoliator. So I do that, make a little paste of my coconut oil and baking soda and exfoliate maybe once, twice a week. That's key. Banana is also super good. I love to eat bananas, but then the little nasty parts that you don't want to eat, or if your whole banana is good, the inside of the peel, if you rub it on your face and let it dry and then rinse it off, it's excellent for tightening.
Very nice.
So that's something I recently discovered that I love. And the other thing, there's a whole bunch of cold therapies going on, that like really expensive spas, but ice cubes are free. Yeah. So ice cube my face. I do that too.
Very good. Excellent tips. I was thinking along the idea of weird things, and we mentioned that too, like things that people don't necessarily always think of. Now that we're on camera more often than ever before with our Zoom life now, I found that puffiness is sometimes an issue, especially because I'm on there too late, basically. And it sounds so weird, but I heard about it for years. Hemorrhoid cream under the eyes, patting it. Like, I've gotten samples of the most expensive eye cream, and to this date, the most impressive to me still is hemorrhoid cream, for obvious reasons. So patting that lightly, using this finger, of course, to apply underneath the eye, after I've already done the bad is what I like to do it after doing the bad. That 2 a.m. in the morning, I'm just like, oof, it's gonna be bad tomorrow. Put it on, and then again in the morning. And then I find then when I apply my makeup that you don't see those creases as much. Like, don't look too close now, because I didn't do it as much as I should have. But that's one of mine. Spring, do you have any of your secrets and tricks?
Well, so I like what you said about cold, because cryogenics is amazing, and I've even taken my little boy to do that.
Wow.
To go in the thing. It's not so good if you have any nerve damage in your face. So be very cautious with cold, but for tightening and pulling that skin, I like it. But I want to say I went and I invested in some stones. I like my little stones.
Guasha.
And I do a lot of the facial massage.
Guasha,
right here,
yes.
I do a lot under the chin, because I get this right here. And I also have, genetically, my eyes are set so deep into my skull that I look like I've got a very, very heavy brow, and I don't. It's just my eyes are set way far back. So I really have to get in there and work on these muscles. But for the puffiness, like, really, it's right this part right here to keep the bags from my eyes. You guys are both able to use coconut oil on your skin, which is amazing. I can't do that because I'm so fair and ruddy. I have an entirely different set of concerns. I can't wear sunscreen. I have problems with sunscreen. So it's got to be anything that's zinc I can do. But in Colorado, which is where I'm located, we have no humidity, like none. It's dry, dry, dry. So the thing that I've figured out to combat that is obviously like Moisture Surge. Clinique is incredible. But and Cica for redness, because it helps bring down the inflammation. But I swear by vegetable glycerin.
Oh yeah.
So I put it in everything. I put it in a spray bottle and mist. The coconut goes in the hair, the glycerin goes on the skin. A cheap hyaluronic acid lotion with a couple of tablespoons, you shake it up in your bottle of the glycerin, seems to be one of the only things that does the trick. And the friends here, the ladies here, get scaly, like not ashy, but like patches of scales. And it's very unfortunate because some of the older ladies, they want to be tan. And I swear you can tell somebody over 45 by their fake tan.
Wow.
Because that's the thing, is women want to feel more youthful. So they fake tan.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't exfoliate and get rid of that dead stuff first. And they have this weird like patchiness. And it is very not pretty. So I think anything natural, not synthetic, any way to like brighten your complexion instead of make it muddy by something fake is always good. I liked what you said about exfoliants too. That's huge. If you're not taking that dead stuff off,
Right.
then you get congested, horribly congested. You have inflammation, and you look way down.
Yes.
And all of those little wrinkles, the little smile lines around your eyes, or if they just, or the pores look bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gotta avoid that. That's no bueno.
That's interesting what you said, piggybacking on what you said, Spring, about making sure that, and you too, Sylvia, exfoliating. I found out like my entire 20s, I've always been in a humid area. Like I've never not had humidity and not had shine as an issue in my life. So I found that I was always stripping my skin of all of its oils because I don't want to shine, right? You want to get rid of the oil. You want to get rid of the oil, get rid of the oil. And that was a myth that had been perpetuated by a lot of different things, that you need to not put any oil on your face, it'll be oilier. To the contrary, when you strip your face of all of its oils, it has to fight harder to get moisturized again. So I was really fighting myself. I'm like you, Sylvia, I do not leave the house without sunblock. And it's funny because people often be like, oh, you can't tan or you can't burn, right? Because you're so dark. Wrong. I found out the hard way many times and burnt terribly, especially under my eyes, peeling, shoulders peeling, terrible. Because I'm always too close to the equator for my own good. But when I finally did figure it out, that I was stripping my face of all the oils, and that's why it's so shiny, using basic things like witch hazel to do is you wash at night. I only wash my face at night. That's the only time I actually clean it. I prefer this microfiber cloth that actually is like a makeup remover that you can reuse over and over again, but doesn't have anything harsh. I was treating my skin too harshly because I thought it was so, and that's why I was fighting back with so much oil and acne, etc. I was also a lot younger. I get less acne now, but I still get it sometimes. But figuring out that balance and moisturizing before I put on any makeup, always, which was the opposite of what I used to do. Because I'm just like, no, because I don't want it to get oily under here. Anything that would like take oil away, I would use anything. And it was just counterproductive. And it took me a long time to figure that out.
Is that the Neutrogena, the hydrogel?
Yes, yes. And this was given to me in one of my boxes.
So
no, it's Tarte. I'm sorry. This is Tarte Hydrating Boost.
It's the Tarte. Mm-hmm. Oh, Tarte. Oh, I love Tarte.
I like Tarte.
Those are the more affordable versions of the Clinique. Mm-hmm. If your skin is not so sensitive, those are amazing.
I can't use this amazing
products.
It does. Yep. It has a little tingle about it. It's H2O, and I'm like, So I don't use this one every day. I've got like 3 different moisturizers, and I rotate. And I found that too, because my skin tends to get used to something, and it doesn't work anymore.
Absolutely.
So especially for my bases, the moisturizing or whatever, and always making sure you follow into the décolletage. Those kind of things are, I think, things that are like age-defying secrets that I learned later, but not too late. And the sunblock for sure, Sylvia, because we are in hot areas and out walking out a lot, especially with my job as an electrician and with the ministry. You're out a lot. And when you're not even aware of it, those sun rays are reaching you.
And something I started doing for my whole body is dry brushing. Well, I brush now in the shower.
Oh, very good.
A stiff brush, especially after I
Mhm.
exercise, the blood's already flowing, you know, and then to do a nice stiff brush, and
I
it just
like
helps
that.
the lymphatic system.
Drain.
Mhm.
Beautiful. I love that. And my some of the things I got into the Korean spas about 6 years ago, but we only have one near us in Tampa, unfortunately. So I just always buy those mitts and gloves and rags of theirs, like you said, once again, exfoliating and getting that blood flowing. So all over, even though you guys can't feel it. I've got baby
Silky
skin, even
silky.
though I do construction work. I'm very big on not feeling like I do construction work.
Oh yeah. I love that stuff. The Korean, they also use gel
Mhm,
before they do the Korean peel,
mhm.
and you can get that at the face shop. And
Very
there are face
nice.
shops all over the US, even in Florida, so that you can do it on your own too with a loofah. And that works really, really good. And
Very
those little
good.
bottles,
Mhm.
they're not terribly expensive and they last for a
Mhm.
really long time.
They're worth it, right? What I get
Yeah.
to do to help the once again the juices flowing, like after exercising is really good. I have my pop-up sauna in the back, so I'll usually do the
Oh,
pop-up sauna, cold water rinse, scrub, scrub, scrub. So these are all things, they're not necessary, but they're things that to me keep me re-energize me. And once you feel that energy, even if you're not really looking at that day, it radiates. Hello, She's Electric subscribers. A quick hello and thank you for being loyal subscribers. I don't know if I've mentioned recently to hit the notifications bell, because I find a lot of people are like, what, you put out a new video? I didn't see it. So try to remember to hit that. And thanks for being awesome, supportive. I also have my Ko-fi information down there. Buy me coffee. And what else? Be sure to comment and let me know if there's something specifically you want to see me doing, want to know more about as far as a kayak or more cooking in my little kitchen. Let me know. Let me know. Talk to a sister. So have a wonderful day, week, weekend, wherever you are. Bye.